Caesar 4.31.1 Signs of Trouble. This is a tough sentence, and yet it isn't, okay? I'm going to do a vocabulary scan and just show you that you can quickly figure out what's going on here. But Caesar, even though not yet of them plans, no, nevertheless, both from the outcome of ships theirs and from that which hostages to give they had delayed or something, it would be that which happened he suspected. So you can kind of see what's going on here, but the grammar is it's very dense. That's the problem. Stuff's left out, and he uses some idioms here. So this ought is somewhere between but and it like turns the camera away. It's like, whoop, look this way now. All right? That's what ought does there. Caesar, even though not yet, fair enough, he knew the plans of them. This is the Gauls. Well, the Britons. Let me clarify that. The Britons. He didn't yet know their plans. And remember, we had just been talking about how the Britons were conspiring to get together again and try to rebel from the Romans. Nevertheless, and you see, these two go together, even though, blah, blah, nevertheless, blah, blah. And then, here you go, one and, not there, sorry. But over here, we have the other et. Whenever you see an et, you should probably look ahead and try to find if there is another. Sure enough, there is. So these two work together as correlatives, both and. So, and you can see, he also, this and this, right? Parallel. Doot. Little parallelism. Okay, parallel lines, sorry. Both from the outcome of the ships. And there's a sort of a more negative meaning for eventus, which is misfortune. Because remember, they had gotten involved in a storm and they had some damage. Okay, so from the ship's misfortunes, and that's just a reflexive adjective, their own ship's misfortune, and also from, and this is really hard, that which they had hesitated to give hostages. And I gave you a nice note on this. From the fact that, ex eo quod, from the fact that. So, this is a Roman idiom, and every language has their idioms, and they can be really hard to figure out. And this takes an indicative, nothing fancy about it, from the fact that they had hesitated to give hostages. So Caesar was expecting the Britons to give up some hostages. He'd given them some time, but they didn't quite follow through. So he suspected it would be that which happened. Again, very dense. This is futurum esse. For is always just an abbreviation of the future active infinitive of the verb to be. Future active infinitive. To be. It literally means to be. And here's the demonstrative and relative. Just like here. Demonstrative and relative working together. From the fact that they didn't give hostages, he suspected it would be exactly what happened. See how that works? Id quod, eo quod. Those are frequently seen together. Demonstrative pronoun, relative pronoun. Demonstrative pronoun, relative pronoun. Relative pronoun's antecedent is the demonstrative. They put them right smack together like that, so it's easy to recognize. Aikido, funny little verb, it means to happen. We have a word, accident, that comes from that. And so, suspicabatur, deponent verb, he kept being suspicious that it would turn out exactly the way it did turn out. And you can see I'm really stretching the meaning there because translating it literally sounds kind of dumb in English, so we switch it around to make pretty good English out of it.